What's up, everybody? My name is Dana Harris with Young Gurus Math Tutoring, and I'm here to drop some more math jewels. Today I'm going to be talking about converting fractions into decimals. Now, let's go ahead and get right into the examples. So, let's say I have the fraction 1/4. Alright, so our numerator is 1, our denominator is 4. Now, what we must realize is actually the fraction bar is another way to represent division. So it's dividing something up into 4 different pieces. Now, if I want to convert this into a decimal, I'm going to take the numerator divided by the denominator. So what I actually have is 1 divided by 4. Now, based upon the normal rules of division, we would try to see how many times 4 can go into 1. And obviously, we can't take 4 into 1. So, we need to make this a decimal here. And we're going to shoot this decimal right up there on top. All right. Now, 4 can actually go into 10. Okay. So, 4 goes into 10 2 times. All right. And then we take 4 times 2, which is 8. Then we subtract. 10 minus 8 will give us 2. All right. Now, since there's nothing else over here, we actually can add a 0 there. So if I just take another 0 here and bring it down, now I need to see how many times 4 goes into 20. And 4 goes into 20 5 times. So I'm going to put that 5 up top. 4 times 5 is 20. And then subtract, and we have 0 remaining. So 1/4 as a decimal is equal to 25 hundredths. Okay? Now let's do another example. All right? So what if I had 3/5? Okay? So 3/5. I'm going to simply, once again, take the numerator divided by the denominator. So I have 3 divided by 5. Now, once again, I need to put a decimal up here because I'm going to add to this 3 and make it 30. Okay, so technically it's 3.0. However, I know 5 goes into 30 6 times. All right, 5 times 6 is 30. And when I subtract, I get 0. All right. So if I want to take 3/5 as a decimal, it's equal to 6/10. And so really the rule is basically if you want to take a fraction and convert it into a decimal, all you have to do is take the numerator divided by the denominator. Now you may have to add a decimal, but it's a very simple process, and the process is actually repetitive. Let's say we have another example. And we have the fraction 5/8. So 5/8. Once again, numerator divided by the denominator. So 5 divided by 8. All right, now we need to make this a decimal. All right, so 8 goes into 50 6 times. And 8 times 6 is 48. So remember, whatever we put up here on top of the house, as I like to say, you then multiply that number there. And then we subtract. So 50 minus 48 is going to give us 2. We can add a 0 there and bring it down. And 8 goes into 20 2 times. So we put our 2 here. 8 times 2 is 16. And we subtract. 20 minus 16 gives us 4. And then once again we can bring a 0 down. And 8 goes into 40 5 times. Now 8 times 5 is 40. So down here I put the 40 under that 40. And it subtract with nothing left over. So the decimal form of 5/8 is 625 thousandths. All right. Remember place value. Tenths hundredths, thousandths. All right. And our last example that we want to use for converting from fractions to decimals, we're going to take 7/20ths. All right, so if I have 7/20ths, same process. 7 divided by 20. I still need to make my decimal there. 20 goes into 70 3 or 3 times. 20 times 3 is 60. 70 minus 60 is 10. I'm going to add a 0 here. And always remember, when I add that 0, it's still the same form. 7, 7.0, and 7.00. No matter how many zeros you add on the end, it still has the same value of 7. All right, now 20 goes into 100 5 times. And 20 times 5 is 100. We subtract, and there's nothing remaining. Do me a great big favor. I want to first of all tell you that I appreciate you watching this video, but do me a favor and go to our Instagram page at YG Math Tutoring, as well as like us on Facebook, Young Gurus Math Tutoring, and most definitely subscribe to this YouTube channel, Young Gurus Math Tutoring. I've got the solution to your math problem.